guys, how are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am doing well. This is a lovely Thursday we are having here. I am excited to do some more painting with you guys. This is something that my classroom is pretty familiar with. We have painted like this before. We are going to use marbles in a pan and paint that way today. We need marbles. I have a blue piece of paper for my background. I have a circle shape for the center of my flower. I have some petals that I'm going to use for the petals of my flower. I have some grass that I'm going to use to paint, as well as a stem and some leaves. And then I have my pan. I just covered it in foil so I didn't have to worry about scrubbing all the paint off afterwards. It's just an easier cleanup. I also have my paint over here, and we are going to grab all of our materials and come get started, guys. What I'm going to do for this part of the art project is take some cups to use as a little palette here. I'm going to make some different colors to use for my grass, my stem, and my flower. Actually, we're just going to use two. I'm going to create a color for my flower. So I'm going to scoop some white, and then I am going to get just a dot of red. And I'm sure you can figure out what we are making already. I would say that we did a pretty good job on the first try here to make pink. Done with my pink. I'm going to use a little bit more white in here. Let's see. Now I'm going to use a little bit of green. And a little bit of yellow. Now I'm going to do some mixing to see if this created the color that I wanted. I would say that did the job. Now I'm going to do one more color. I'm going to make a purple. Now this is my favorite part of painting activities. I love to mix colors. If you do not care to do this part, then don't worry about it. Just use the colors that you have. My colors mixed and ready to use. I have my flower shape in my pan. I changed the shape up on you a little bit. I've already done many flowers, so I figured I would change it up to a tulip shape. Use whatever you would like. This is my flower shape. I'm going to use a new spoon to fish out my marbles. So let's see here. Going to just drop it in. Mix it all around so it's covered in pink or whatever color you're using. And then I'm going to fish it out. My friends who paid attention during this art project during class remember that when I was showing them how to scoop this out, we don't want a lot of paint on there. We don't want to scoop paint with the marble. We want to mix it around, make sure it's covered, kind of roll it towards the top so it's out of the paint, and then scoop it. Now I'm going to put that down into my pan. And just roll back and forth. I've now added a purple marble from my purple paint, and I am just kind of mixing that up the same way I did my pink color. All right, so I'm done with the shape of my flower. Just going to use the tip of my nail to peel that up. I'm okay with my whole flower not being covered with paint, so I'm going to set this aside to dry a little bit. Then I'm going to plop this marble back into my purple, and you can change the foil out if you want to for these next pieces, or you can just leave the pink and purple or whatever other colors you used for yours. I'm going to leave them and put my grass and my flower in my pan, or my stem in my pan. Now for this one, I'm just going to put both of my colors that I'm using in here, just using a light green that I mixed and a regular green. So since I still have some pink and purple on there, it's picking up some of those colors, so it's running out of paint a little bit sooner than I would hope. But I'm just gonna put that back in my cup and put some paint on it and plop it back in there. Now that I'm done with my grass and my stem and leaf, I'm just gonna peel this up and put this somewhere to dry for a sec. And I'm going to do the same thing with my stem. So now I am going to take my glue bottle and glue onto the base paper that I am going to be using. Mine is blue. You can use whatever color you would like. I am just making the shape that I know all of my pieces are going to make once they are all put together and glued onto this paper. I'm using my stem first because I would like my grass and my flower to go on top of it. Now, when I was pulling my stem up from the pan, unfortunately my little leaf broke off, but that's okay. I'm just going to glue it right back on there and it will look just fine. So now I'm ready for my tulip shape, and I'm just going to stick it right on top of the glue that I already have on my blue paper. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of clean up the glue around the edges, and then I am all done. All right, friends, so my flower is all done. If you would like to keep going with this, you can add a sun, clouds, whatever your imagination leads you to. I am all done for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.